Hi everyone. Um, so today I like to talk to you about attention deficit disorder and the signs and struggles of it. So this is just a full-on video to talk to you all about it. So from my experience, college wasn't from what I was imagining. So from the start, I was having anxiety because I was getting brain fog, and it was rather scary because I seriously, it was seriously bad from the start. I seriously just couldn't pay attention. I was on brain fog. I just couldn't deal with it at all, especially beforehand. Like, I was just really anxious one time. I remember going out on the scooter, I just couldn't handle my physical self. I just went home. Just really, I seriously, like, I seriously couldn't handle it. Like, I know it's difficult to imagine, but you must know, you could imagine how it was for me. And yeah, I have been through a lot. I don't know what the cause of this is. Cause sometimes I think it's trauma. I think it's from what I've been through. I think it's from my parents because they're separate, but I don't know. Honestly, I honestly don't know. I used to do sports outside of school. Then I stopped that because um, there was one time couldn't really focus. I just really wasn't in the moment of it. I couldn't concentrate. There was another time where it was a bit of a pretty personal circumstance, which I won't go into depth into, which really bothered me and put me off and down about my life and everything. And yeah, so I mean, it's not good. And I did have problems at school. You see, um, I don't go to that school anymore because of reasons, and I felt like an outcast. I was overdoing myself, which I was, leaving me to have no focus for everything else. I mean, when I used to um, revise for exams before my mocks in year 11, I did all right on them, clearly fine on them. I was able to remember things, but when it got to my GCSEs, it was the pressure. It was the excruciating pressure. It was just overwhelming. I just couldn't handle it because I wasn't pressured by school, but I was pressured by a parent who was pressuring me in a bad way. So, that just led me to not succeed. But I'm not blaming anyone, it's just what I've been through, and it's been a tough time. But I wouldn't think ADD is caused by abuse or harm or anything like that because yes, I've been through. I'd say this for sure. I've been through a lot of trauma, but it's not that. It's definitely not that. I mean, anxiety is caused by that, yes, but ADD is not. ADD is just something which has happened, and my and I'm being misunderstood here. People think it's typical stuff. Well, no, because number one, I can't pay attention in class that I normally would. It's really bothersome. I can't even when I look at a screen, it bothers me because I can't like zone out. I see the whole picture, and it just really puts me off. And second of all, it takes a lot of time to think and everything. They say take your time, and I would be able to manage my time if it wasn't for ADD because I know what I'm doing. But you see, I need more help than I would because I have ASD, which is understandable because I have self help skills for that in myself. But because I have ADD, it makes it more difficult. So I need someone to help me process things so I can actually sit down, focus. Because normally in class, I can focus and absorb things in. I can't do that. I seriously can't. Especially watching TV, I can't. So like, it has to be really loud or something. It has to have a good picture. I can't do that. So it's really bothersome, and yeah, And people say I don't have enough time, and it's been a struggle over the weeks in college, honestly, because I have a friend saying that I should go to his college, it'd be much easier. I suppose he's right, but I was thinking about switching courses and everything. It's been difficult, attention wise, because I can't even, because it affects me socially, and really I'm not paying enough attention. I mean, I know what I'm saying, I know what I'm doing, because I take tablets for it, like sharp mind tablets, but that's nothing big. It's nothing like medication. It helps me regulate my brain function and memory, but I still don't feel like I'm paying attention. I mean, it helps me kind of focus and do everyday stuff, typical stuff. But it doesn't help a lot for like attention, exams, reading, all that. You name it. I mean, I've tried. That's the best I can do, and you know, and I'm being referred soon to see what's up for me for sure. Because I'm just near the edge of stopping my course. I'm doing media, and I feel like I'm not into it anymore. I don't know if it's me, but it's really bothersome in me because, I like to embrace it, but I'm just not being able to pay attention. And I feel like I should just do creativity and art and design, which could be a lot easier and a lot less insecure in college because I have emotional problems and I feel like I'm being severely impacted from my past because my dad had an insecure life. I won't go much into depth about that, but yeah, he which impacted me. So you see why it impacted me and my friendships from school, and now I'm just having these attention issues because I can't concentrate than normally how everyone else would. So this comes to terms of watching TV, doing activities, paying attention. Like there was one time I was away with the scouts, I couldn't pay attention to do one thing, like making the bracelet. I seriously could not do that. It really put me off. It really put myself down. Seriously, I spoke to someone about it. They said, "Oh, he's just your exam stress." Really, I could not get any proper sympathy out of that. I felt like I was not being understood. Because I want people to know for sure I'm having attention issues, and it really impacts my day-to-day life and going out and about. There was one time I went out and I tried to go to McDonald's. It was closed. So yeah, this is another thing. I have time management problems. So it's like I'm always rushing out. I'm always peering at the wrong time. I'm always like forgetting because I'm forgetful, more forgetful more than always because I'm not typically forgetful. I'm just very forgetful. So when it comes to things right now, if you're showing me, it takes a lot of process to take it in because I can't take it in. So you see, I can't. Because if you look at me and probably don't look focused, because I get distracted by things easily, and I can tell you that. Because the only thing I can do is talk to people, and that is it. I can't really focus on anything else. And because that's how it is. And I get distracted by conversations. It affects my attention and daily stuff. Like lunchtime, I hear conversations. It's like, oh come on, I just want to zone out. I can't zone it out. I can't ignore it like anyone else would. Like I don't have the ability to do that anymore. You see, it is very frustrating. It's not anxiety. It's not typical stuff. It's definitely ADD. It really impacts on my routine, impacts on my life and how I do things. Yeah, and if I do this a lot, I'm just trying to keep myself going. And yeah, because that's just how it is. And I'm not hyperactive or anything, but I just can't pay attention. I really seriously can't. And I've been frustrated for like months about this, and I've ranted onto my guardian about this. She thinks I'm just being ridiculous. Well, she needs to get herself a grip and understand it, because seriously, my family are just being ignorant here. Like, my dad thinks, oh, it's typical stuff. Nah, it ain't, because it really isn't. I can't focus. I know it's hard for him to understand that. My grandma doesn't think it's any of it, but honestly, I need to get referred, and teachers I've seen me not being focused. It's not my fault. It really isn't. I try my best. I try my best to do the work, but that's the only much effort I can get out of it. And that's how I can say it, because when I'm talking to people, like conversations, I'm not focused. I just feel like, I'm not in the mood. I feel like doing something else. I feel like forgetting it. I feel like not bothering about it. So you see, I'm often alone. I'm being affected socially, and it's not good. I know it's not good. I don't know if it's common in this country, ADD, because I know it's common in America. Because when I was back in America months ago in April, I was fine. My head was fine. I mean, I was just very enthusiastic about when I was on holiday because of my sister, and she's American, you see, and we had so much fun. But when I came back, my head just disappeared. I don't know, because, I was on the plane for 8 hours. Don't know. I was jet lagged, though, for sure. And my head just went. I don't know why. Like, everything went, affected my life, concentration, all that. I don't understand why. Because it just got worse and worse as it dragged on. Because, I don't know, just that's how it went for me. And that's how I felt. And that's how my school affected me. Because, I had lots of help when I was back at school. And they could have given me ADD help, but they just thought, oh, she's just autistic, because I am. And I was getting, had special needs base, all of that, right? But, teachers didn't even notice me not focusing on anything because of exams, and they didn't notice it. But you see, when I was actually in an exam, I wasn't thinking about it thoroughly, and I was thinking about other stuff, because I was insecure and everything. But I don't know if that's led to ADD, but okay. But yeah, I just couldn't manage it. I don't know, I was probably stressed or something, but now it's just really taking its toll, and I just can't. It's affecting my life, and you see, like, I've noticed my eyebrows are like straight through, like, no emotion, no thought. I see them as clear and fresh. But, people think I'm brand new here. I'm not brand new. I've been here for a long time. I've been here for decades. I'm not a new person learning something new. Of course I know it, but I just have trouble focusing it. But I'm glad to film this right now, because I'm using a YouTube recorder rather than my phone. I have storage problems. I just have all of that. It's hard to focus. Everyday stuff, like ADD affects me doing certain stuff, hobbies, things I like to do to keep me focused and content and, going. And I like to talk about it because I want sympathy out here, because I want to share with you all about this. And yeah, it's not easy. It really isn't. And this is just what I'm going through. Yeah, because it's what I'm going through. So, what else? I don't know what else to say, really. I mean, I just have attention issues. I always feel like on the go. I feel like I have to do something right now, but I don't, because it's kind of like ADHD, but I just feel, I don't know, very physically active, but I'm not, because it's crazy. Like, I get hyper focused. Trust me, I really do. I can tell myself I do. Because if I like something, I'll be completely focused on it. If it's TV, probably, but I don't know. I just want to be focused normally, as everyone else would. But I just want to be off the road, driving somewhere else. That's how I can say it. And you know, it's like same goes with being in the car. It's like I forget about long distance journey or something. Like I can't take it, and it's like a bit much. It's a bit like a roller coaster. So yeah, I definitely do have ADD, and going to see a psychiatrist about it soon. So I hope it goes on. I just hope I go on medication soon, because I'm just getting to the point where something needs to be done, because I'm fed up, and I'm just sick of having these problems. And yeah, so that's it. And I hope you understand, and I'll see you soon. Bye.